How's it going, everybody? This is the Uncanny Omar with
Astonishing Melanie, and together we are Omni.
Even when we're not at home, we're still Omni. Now, is everybody hearing us okay? Is there any kind of echo? Because we had to do a little finagling here with some monitors, but let us know in the comments down below. You both got kidnapped. No, we did not. But it does look like the background of where you would get your mugshot. Well, that part doesn't. Neither does the hat. But the wall definitely does.
Okay,
all
good.
We need is
sounds good.
Sounds good. Awesome. So yeah, welcome to the Saturday stream where we are talking about some of the winners from last week. And then even if you didn't win last week, well, there were a couple prizes that weren't claimed, so their loss, your win. One of them being from Dying Breed Collectors, the Loki Omnibus, your choice of cover, and the other one for the UK only is, and the Dying Breed Collectors is US only. And we'll talk a little bit more about that if you hang on a second. And the £10 credit to Reed's Comic Shop, that one wasn't claimed. So we will we'll let you know when we're gonna do like a little question for everybody. So hopefully there's people here from the UK. Maybe it's just one of you, and you're gonna be the winner because nobody else is gonna enter unless you get the question wrong. That would be awful, right? You're like the only UK person here.
So we were on Earth. We came to visit my mom, and actually that's my father who passed away. That's his hat on the wall. So it's I was thinking about moving it just because it bothers me. It makes me think you should be wearing it.
Me?
Yeah.
I do have a couple of your dad's hats.
There you go.
Very cool. Yeah, her dad was a super cool dude. I don't think he would like me wearing this one though. He put
it back on. You put it back on
that was like his favorite up there. It's the one he would wear a lot. And I remember he had one made of paper. You remember that one? Anyway, how's everybody doing?
I have it.
Oh, you got it. Okay. How's everybody doing? Phil. Smash that like button.
Oh man, you guys,
congratulations, Tyler. I emailed all the winners.
Really hard, and only 2 more bundles of books need to be packaged.
And all of the email ones need to be packaged too. So
that's true. That's true. Never mind.
We're not done.
Many have been boxed.
We had a lot more to box and stuff.
Your Monkey D. Omar.
Monkey D. Omar.
Oh, your grandfather had a hat like that. R0X21XX.
He's already asking the question
about took a week to finish Immortal Hulk, and
okay.
For those who want to read all 17 years of Claremont X-Men, we still need an omnibus for Extinction Agenda and Days of Future Present. Any idea?
We do need an omnibus with that stuff. Is that what you're asking me? Yes, you are correct. If you got the omnis as they were coming out, because I believe a few of them are already out of print, like the Jim Lee and Chris Claremont omnibus is already out of print again. Bonjour, Alex and Big Stu in Orlando. Good to see you here. My dad would have been 75 yesterday. Passed away 13 years ago. I'm sorry, Dan. Your dad passed away 10 years ago.
Yeah, I was doing the math in my head really quick.
It's crazy how fast time just goes.
Hey, Moral Ibsy.
Ibsy, what's up, man?
And Scott and Jacob.
How was everybody? Wow, it's so much quieter here when we don't have like a 90,000 giveaway, huh?
This is pretty chill.
Maybe I should do like an unexpected giveaway for the people that are always here every Saturday, right? Maybe for 100.
You've done that in the past.
Yeah, I have. Well, like we did a Christmas giveaway. No, I'm saying like for 100K, we'll advertise a 100K giveaway.
You'll advertise.
Okay, no more talk pretty one day. We'll advertise a 100K giveaway for a specific Saturday, but the real folks will come to the real giveaway. And then we'll give away one thing at the 100K, and people will be all mad. All the new people that created separate accounts will be all mad. Like, how dare you?
Okay. MD Masum, who won last week, said I tried all Claremont's X-Men in the beginning. It's really rough.
Yes. yes, it is. It's got that Bronze Age dialogue and repetitiveness going to it, but oh my gosh, it's so good. You guys still away from?
Yep, we went to visit my mom.
It was an impromptu trip, so I was like, well, I'm packing up comics because I got work to do. Dude, yes, to the unexpected giveaway, be a lot of alternate accounts will show up, right? And I'm only going to give away one thing. It'll be like the Trouble Deluxe Edition. Omar, what do you think?
I want to read it. I haven't read it.
When you read people talking about Claremont's 17 years on X-Men, when he came back and wrote another 7 years, yeah, he stayed on the book he did Revolution, and then they booted him from X-Men because they had, who was it that came in? Grant Morrison came in and then new X-Men, and then was it Joe Casey that did Uncanny for a while, and then Chuck Austin. But they gave him Extreme X-Men. And then after Extreme X-Men was canceled, they brought him back to Uncanny. So I think it was about 7 years. Yeah, about 7 years or so. The Marvel Gallery Edition, if there was such a thing.
And Doctor Who returns.
We are so excited about that. I think it's 1:30 Eastern Standard Time is when it's going to go live, is what I've heard. I don't know.
Just saw that new Crisis on Infinite Earths animated trailer. Very jazzed for that one now. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm hoping for the best. I skipped the giveaway because I don't need gifts. Look at Psycho Cleveland. I want to
see it.
Psycho Cleveland. Speaking.
This week I should watch another DC animated movie.
Okay.
That's a new goal I set for myself. It's cold here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm rereading Batman Eternal Omnibus today for a future episode of my show. Question: what comic book gimmick do you think was successful?
Variant covers, apparently. They're all over the place. That's the biggest gimmick I can think of. That's
almost at the comic book shop yesterday.
We went to the comic book store yesterday, and I came really close to buying the Days of Future Past, so X-Men 141, before it was officially Uncanny. They had a chromium facsimile edition, and I said, not today, devil. Not today. Mark Zimmer, how are you, buddy? Literally after I said good morning, I checked my email. Oh, yes. You were one of the winners. I'll be announcing the winners here in a little bit. Congratulations, buddy. That's good to see you in the chat. I'm glad that you joined the chat. You were there were some names I didn't recognize, but then there were some that I'm like, hey, that dude watches my show a lot. Any update on Wasted Space slipcase going out? I'm going to reach out.
Thank you for the super chat.
Yes, thank you for that, John. I'm going to reach out to the folks at Vault this week. We haven't talked for a while. We haven't talked actually since New York Comic Con. So, yeah, I'll be reaching out to them this week.
Andrew is grateful for Lord Omar and Mr. Gabriel. Thank you for Omnibus Road to Onslaught. My collection is full until Onslaught Omnibus, and now wait for Trial for Gambit and more. Yeah, Trial Gambit would be next, right? Or I guess they could call it the Onslaught Aftermath. I'm surprised we never had a Joe Mad-centric Omnibus. People loved his artwork. Yeah. Mark's a sucker for lenticular.
Lenticular covers are awesome, right? Die-cut covers were my favorites growing up, mainly because of Wolverine 50. But I really do think variants, the gimmick's still a thing. It's a big thing for a lot of comic book stores. Hello, Omar and Melanie, new studio setup. Oh, did you? No, we gave away all the books. That's what happened. Oh my gosh, it took a dent. I told Melanie I was looking at the giveaway pile because I keep piles, right, for giveaways. And I was like, wow, that giveaway took a dent. I stopped counting the number of books we gave away, but it was insane. And don't forget, we also have a Humanoids giveaway but that one's for US only. That video will be coming out sometime in December and how you can enter. But they're giving away the complete catalog of 2023. So in case you missed a book or you've never tried out a Humanoids book, I think it's a wonderful thing they're doing, and they wanted to partner up with us here. So that was really cool. Thank you, Doc Holliday, for the super chat, my brother. Pick top five Superman stories and why. Earth One, Man Who Has Everything. Oh, pick 5 out of these. Earth One, Man Who Has Everything, Panic in the Sky, Secret Identity, Peace on Earth, Birthright, Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow, Up in the Sky, Man of Steel, Brainiac. Okay, well, right off, Man of Steel, of course, John Byrne reinventing the Man of Steel. It has to be on that list. Brainiac, that freaking story made me cry. That is because it's one of those unexpected cries, right? And I'm not going to spoil it for people that haven't read it, but there's a huge battle between Superman and Brainiac, and something else is happening. And that part was just a big shocking moment. So those two for sure. The Man Who Has Everything is a wonderful, wonderful. Well, actually, you know what? I take it back. Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow. That's got a beautiful ending. I love it, and it's got it's almost like a nod to the Christopher Reeves movies, right? With the breaking the fourth wall, and it's Alan Moore and Kurt Swan, right? regarded as probably the greatest Superman artist by so many people. So that's 3. Oh, man. I'm going to go, okay, out of the next ones, this guy's so good. Panic in the Sky. I love crossovers. I know it's not the best story, but it means a lot to me.
What's the crossover with?
It's the Superman titles during the Triangle years. It was right before. I'm surprised he didn't put Death of Superman in there. It was right before the Death of Superman. But it had like Booster Gold and it had like Booster Gold and a couple of other characters that played. It was about time travel and like setting the new rules of time travel before 0 hour. I'm talking to my wife like as she's walking away. And then probably Peace on Earth. It's a beautiful, beautiful painted story. It's awesome. I love that one. Good morning, Omar and Melanie. Hugs to you both. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Our Thanksgiving was pretty good. We had some family over, and then we came to visit Melanie's mom, who's about 2.5 hours away from us. Just completely impromptu.
Does it look like my head? I can't tell because then I look at my face.
No, it looks nothing like your. No, you're not fooling anyone. If that's what you're saying.
I was trying to match it up with my neck.
Brainy, that panel in the basement at the end broke my heart. Oh man,
Is that what made you cry?
A lot of it makes me cry. Like it's powerful. You should read it. I think you would really like it. Raise. Somebody remembered. Did they explain why they're in a different room or house? No, we've been kidnapped. Have you ever seen Misery, Hamza? It's that like somebody found out we're near mint condition. We were out of town and they're feeding us through syringes and putting blocks on our feet. Have you not seen Misery?
Yes, I know. I don't want to
You've read the book, right?
Let's talk about Carnage. No, I didn't read the book either. So
the book is good.
Picked up some comics yesterday.
Melanie's showing her haul.
Bringing my mom. She came to the comic book store as well. It's a really nice comic book store. And I definitely, after interviewing Torun Grönbeck on Sunday, I wanted to pick up the first issue of Carnage. And I'm almost done. I got really tired and fell asleep. In fact, my eyes were so dry that my contacts were stuck to my eyes for a few minutes and I couldn't get them out. But anyway, so I'm not done yet. But I'm digging it so far. Yeah, it's twisted and messed up. So Torun is doing Carnage now with Perez doing the art. And
which Perez? Do you know?
Well, okay, I was right.
Perez.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Perez.
I was
like, am I misremembering because their first name is practically the same as last name? But no, I was right. And I also picked up.
What else did you pick up, Melanie?
Because I don't want to wait to read it. I picked up Batman 136 through 139. That's Zdarsky's ride.
This is the home of collected editions, right? Not the home of single issues.
And then I've read all the Deadpool in the basement. So I picked up Deadpool 7 Slaughters and check this out. I like the cover. And I wanted to get Deadpool Battered Blood, but they only had issues 1, 2, and 5.
That's the Rob Liefeld series, right?
Yeah. That's would
be out in trade paperback soon, and then you can read the whole thing and then be like, wow.
I didn't want to wait.
I'm glad that I waited.
Cletus Cassidy is a redhead. Imagine that.
He is a redhead. Always has been. Is your favorite Millar book this I feel like this is a trap. His Marvel Knight Spidey or his Flash run with Morrison, his JLA fill-ins. You don't enjoy Ultimates, his Wolverine or Civil War. Okay, I'll be honest with you. My favorite Mark Millar book is probably Chrononauts. It's 2 dudes that are traveling through time being dudes. It's 2 trade paperbacks. It's a lot of fun. And I think I enjoy that because there's no history about time travel. There's no, you're not bogged down by the characters that you don't know. And then again, I feel like Mark Millar wasn't bogged down either because he wrote whatever. I think most people would probably go with Superman Red as their favorite Mark Millar book. Yeah, but for me, it's Chrononauts. I really enjoyed that. And that is an homage to Evil Dead because of the eyeballs, right? Evil Dead 2, I'm sorry. cover to Evil Dead 2. Odds of a new Carnage omnibus for modern stuff. Well, maybe. We need... It's crazy. Like, the epics are the only way to get some of those miniseries that were not collected in the Carnage omnibus or the Spider-Man versus Venom omnibus. In case you wanted to know. I would love a Legion Omni so much. I'm actually doing my list of top 10 most wanted DC compendiums, and Legion's on that list. Wait, where's Mom and Dad? Melanie. I got my hair did. Omar,
you got your hair did.
Melanie. What am I getting Melanie for her birthday? Well, that's a secret. I already picked out some stuff. Yeah. Melanie's birthday's on December 1st. So I guess it'll be next weekend, right?
December 1st.
Right? Or am I wrong?
It's Friday.
Yeah,
Friday.
So next Saturday. Yeah, but we're celebrating a birthday next Saturday with friends. Yep. Okay. The actual serious question. Bruce, thank you for the super chat, buddy.
Yeah.
Around the same time period, John Cassaday, Steve McNiven, Brian Hitch all started in comics. Only Hitch is still producing regular work, not just covers. Where did they go? I think what ends up happening, man, is a lot of these artists, and you probably know which ones, find out that they can make just as much money doing variant covers than they can making internal artwork, sequential art, right? I mean, if you look at Jeffrey Scott Campbell, you look at even Michael Turner towards the end of his life, he was doing just covers. I'm trying to think of some other. I mean, David Nakayama. David Nakayama has only done like a handful of internal artwork, but he's known for his covers, Art Germ. Like, there are people that I have no idea how Peach Momoko hasn't fallen into the cover only, because she's doing sequential art in her new series of Ultimate X-Men. But that's what ends up happening, right? It's like, why? Russell Donnerman. Why would I do internal issues when I can just do, variant covers? It's one picture, right? Instead of doing sequential art. It's crazy. Yeah. But I do miss a lot of those guys, like their internal artwork. Like Arthur Adams was probably one of the earliest ones that I remember seeing covers by him and not doing internal art. Joshua, thank you for the super chat, brother. Good morning, Melanie and Omar. Hope you've had a good Thanksgiving. I'm curious if you had any Shadow comics and what you thought or thoughts were on the character.
I've never read.
I only had.
Is it the Shadow Nose?
The Shadow. I only had one trade paperback, but I never got big into the character, honestly, because there wasn't a lot of stuff that was accessible from the old stuff. And now there is. I think there's more stuff out there for him.
Thank you guys for the super chat. Hey, Bar.
Hey, Bar.
This is my mama's house.
What motorcycle did I buy her? This woman don't need a motorcycle. I'm gonna ride on the back, holding on to your.
Which happens, which is good. I shouldn't be impulsive. They did a Shadow Batman crossover. Ooh, nice.
I think I seem to remember when they did that in the 90s, didn't they? Omar, considering Detective Comics and Cape Crusader volumes are out of print, is it okay if I start from the most recent volumes that are? Yeah. Those, honestly, there's no like real chronological order to those, because a lot of those, the writers are just writing their own story. It's not until you get to, the Penguin Affair does have a crossover. There are a few crossovers, but the crossovers are collected in the volume. Like, if you get Cape Crusader, I think that's the one that collects the Penguin Affair. So you have that issue of Detective Comics that it crosses over with. It's not until you get into Nightfall that they start really, like, editors working with the writers to put all the stories together.
What is the Ultimate Marvel Omnibus that's coming next March?
The Ultimate Marvel. You're talking about the Hickman Marvel Omnibus? Is that what the Ultimate by Hickman? It's his stories when he took over the Ultimates. Ultimates is the so dumb. Or I'm going to sound so dumb saying this. Ultimates is the ultimate version of Avengers. That's what they were known as in the Ultimate Universe. And it started with Mark Millar, and then Jeff Loeb took over the book, and then Ultimate Avengers became a book.
Mark Millar was a character.
It was the return of Mark Millar, and then eventually it was Jonathan Hickman that took over, and that's what that is. Hey.
Any news on Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collections Volume 11 or 16?
No news. No news on Epics yet. Hopefully I'll get them this week, and then Curtis and I can start working on a day. We can do it. Hey, Omar, Melanie, I just want to say thank you both for helping me through some tough times recently. Your videos are such a peaceful place to escape. You guys even got me back into collecting. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad to have you here. And I'm sorry you're going through some rough patches. Hopefully things get better for you.
Let's see. Any chance at Once an Avenger Omni with the best of book by many member stories like Cap, Stingray, Two Gun Kid, Thor, Darkhawk, etc.?
I don't know. You mean you just want a collection of different stories through time of anybody that has ever been an Avenger? That would be a big book too. Because let's just say each character gets one issue devoted to them. The Avengers have had that. If they do it in one book, it would be the biggest Marvel omnibus, right? I don't know if that's possible. Okay, maybe if they take like lesser known characters like Stingray or Darkhawk or D-Man. I don't know.
Danny's saying, can I be positive about Incredible Hulk Omni 3 in less than 15 years?
Less than 5. Depends on the sales of 2.
So Carlos is saying that there's the Ultimates Omni and the Ultimate Marvel by Hickman Omni.
The Ultimates Omnibus. Is that getting a reprint? The Ultimates would be the... I'm the guy that announces these, and I'm asking, is that getting a reprint? Ultimates would be the Mark Millar stuff. Ultimates 1 and 2. Ultimates 3 was written by Jeff Loeb. So that would be the Mark Millar stuff.
Kate's saying, you guys never mentioned on that 90K stream how people can donate to you for the next giveaway.
Oh, thank you for asking.
There we go.
Yeah, we have a P.O. box where people can donate stuff. Near mint condition P.O. Box 5204, Frankfort, Kentucky 40602. And thank you all that have donated in the past. Y'all are wonderful. Yeah, I mean, people never cease to amaze me what people donate, like Omnis, and I've had absolute editions. It's not just trade paperbacks people want to get rid of, but by all means, please. Yeah, that the last giveaway took a huge dent. That's it. I gotta recoup a lot of the books now. I second Kai's sentiment. You guys have been fantastic at building such a positive vibe to help bring me out of a funk. Kai is spot on with this. Oh, thank you, Tyler. And I hope that little emails made you feel better this morning.
What's the biggest Omni ever?
Is it Squirrel Girl? It's either Squirrel Girl or AVX, Avengers versus X-Men. It's one of those two. At one time, it was Blackest Night, and no, at one time it was Batman Arkham Asylum, based on the video games. But I want to say now it's AVX or Squirrel Girl. Yeah.
Oh, and thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat.
Worst Wolverine comics.
I think if you watch my channel, you may know the answer to this one already. And I actually, when I talked to I interviewed one of the writers for one of the worst comics, and that is Wolverine, the best there is. And it was written by, who was it? No, it wasn't. That was Charlie Houston that wrote that.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the one where he cut a woman's hair, and I was like, what is this? Wolverine Origins was awful. This is just my personal opinion, of course. There are people that really like it. The saving grace for that series for me was Steve Dillon. And I'm trying to think. Wolverine with a surfboard. An adamantium surfboard. That one,
like
jumping the shark almost.
Yeah, there you go. The one Omar drew when he was 12.
What? That was better than any of Daniel Way's run. I guarantee you, he was not killing Condoleezza Rice. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. I'm like, okay, you have this rogue gallery of Wolverine, and who are you using as nemesis? Condoleezza Rice. That's what we're doing.
So the internet tells Newsweek Channel the AVX is 1680 and Immortal Hulk and Squirrel Girl are my 1616.
AVX for the win, then.
Thanks, Newsweek Channel.
AVX for the win.
Fact check in.
Kyle the Mighty, how are you, buddy? Said to Paul Cornell. that I read as Wolverine recently. He said he hadn't dared look at that. Yeah, we talked about that on my interview with him. And I did say it wasn't the worst. It wasn't the worst.
Thank you, Paul,
for the super sticker. Thank you so much. And that is true. It wasn't the worst, at least from what I've read. But Paul Cornell, when I interviewed him, I also told him he wrote my 2 favorite episodes of Doctor Who ever. I love Human Nature. Those episodes are wonderful. And yes, I'm very excited for the return of David Tennant. Oh, can't wait.
Mr. Texas still can't get your opinion on Wolverine Max.
Oh, not a fan. I didn't dig it. I didn't dig that. I didn't dig Deadpool Max. Here's the thing. Like, people love Logan, right? The movie, right? They're like, oh, man, Wolverine needs to be this edgy. I don't think so. I mean, the best Wolverine stories to me have always been limited by what the writers can do. You know, chopping limbs left and right can only get you so far as cool points. Yeah, sure, it'd be nice to see Wolverine chop off some heads and stuff. But
so
I mean,
the best. What do you recommend to Heath?
Oh,
currently
okay,
obsessed
now
with Weapon X.
I must know the best Wolverine comics. I'm currently obsessed with Weapon X like Barry Windsor Smith's Weapon X, for example. Well, there is decapitation there, but not of human beings. But he was still, he had to abide by the rules of the comics code. And
there's decapitation in this.
Yes, but there is also parental advisory, and there is no more comics code.
Look, she got parental advisory. Ooh.
Some of the best, well, my favorites of all time are all in Wolverine Omnibus Volume 3, just about. Larry Hama's beginning of Wolverine is some of the best comics. The original 10 issues of Wolverine by Chris Claremont and Big John Buscema. Peter David's run on Wolverine doesn't get enough credit. That's the story with the Left Hand of God. And the original miniseries of Wolverine are phenomenal, like phenomenal stories. Weapon X, you're right. And honestly, I have a soft spot in my heart for Wolverine or Origin Wolverine, Wolverine Origins. It was when I was coming back to comics, and he was my favorite character when I was younger. And when I came back to comics, they were giving him an origin, and I thought that was really interesting. And it was written by Joe Quesada and Paul Jenkins and drawn by Andy Kubert, and Richard Eisenhower. It was the colorist. I dug it. I think it got a lot of hate by old time Wolverine readers, though, just because. And I agree with this. You don't need a history of Wolverine. The mystery is what makes him so cool. I didn't need a James Howlett story, but I mean, they'll still use it. Top 10 Wolverine story sounds good. Like, man, I think I'll do that. I will do that. Maybe sometime early next year. I think my December's already packed up. YouTube is auto-censoring everything I type.
Because you're yelling.
What are you typing?
When are you going to interview Claremont again?
¿Cuándo otra entrevista con Claremont? Oh, posiblemente en diciembre. Déjame hablar con su esposa. Ella es la que planea todos los interviews.
No, I don't. I used to.
No, su esposa de Chris Claremont.
Oh.
That's what happens when people think they speak the language. They are correcting you. No, I do not.
I wasn't correct.
You did correct me. You said, no, I do not.
I wasn't correcting.
You see, this is what happens.
You're Spanish.
This lady thinks she knows Spanish better than I do. Oh, my goodness.
Hey. Any word on the Phoenix Omni Volume 3? When will you be able to discuss what's going on?
Oh, I don't know what he's talking about. I never formally announced it, so therefore I cannot discuss what's going on.
Ah, okay. There you go.
But thank you for asking, though.
Jeff, thank you for the super chat. Not Darkwing Duck.
Doctor Who.
Today features character first appeared in comics.
Oh, who is it? I'm curious, Jeff. And where can I find it?
Or it could be Darkwing Duck. Darkwing Duck today.
All the Whovians are going to be, they're going to be so upset with you. Darkwing Duck. There's not even a D at the end of that. Melanie correcting Omar. Drinking game that will do, my dude. Right? Correcting me on my Spanish. That's.
I wasn't correcting your Spanish.
She's unlocked another level of wife. That's like wife. Super Saiyan 5 wife. Let me correct
sorry,
you.
I'm shaking the table.
Let me correct you on the language that you spoke.
Oh my goodness, I'm correcting you right now. I wasn't correcting your language.
That's level 3
misheard it. It's meta. And I was correcting what I thought you were saying that I was scheduling. So there.
Wow. Okay. I did not say mi esposa. I said
hey Omar.
su esposa.
Hi Omar. I really appreciate what you do. I have several omnis because of your videos.
Oh, that's awesome. I hope you're reading them and enjoying them. Seriously, that's what's important to me.
Oh, beat the meat.
Michael.
Wait, I did watch a video that talked about that. Yeah. That beat the meat is going to be in the episode.
Oh, the little creature that Donna. Yeah, the little creature that Donna sees in the like ET style in her closet.
Yeah.
Morning, Michael. How are you, buddy? Hi, guys. We got Ramen, Micronauts, Omnis, and don't forget Godzilla. Don't forget Godzilla. Thank you for the super chat, Jason. IDW really dropped the ball on the hardcovers, and I need my GI. Oh, you're asking about GI Joe run in Omni format. You guys are great. Thank you. No, nothing official yet. Rumors are circulating, but nothing official yet.
Yeah, I was correcting you.
This is another level she just unlocked. She's correcting me, but not correcting.
Oh, and Jeff, thank you for the other super chat.
Meet the Beep. That's awesome. Okay, what comic did they show up in? Meet the Beep was created by Pat Mills. Oh, I know Pat Mills. No, I don't know him personally, but I recognize the names of Pat Mills and Dave Gibbons because I've read a lot of Judge Dredd. It's a 4th Doctor comic being adapted into a 14th Doctor special, Just How Human Nature, 7th novel to 10 episodes. Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you. Let's see. When will Marvel release standard size hardcovers?
I think they have done away from those for now. I think right now they're not focusing on. I haven't seen any since the Marvel Select line was the last time we saw some standard size hardcovers. But okay, I say that, but they do have this huge line called the Marvel Masterworks that are nothing but standard size hardcovers. But I think you're talking about like standard size hardcovers for like current events, like current things that have happened. Like what was the last crossover that we had? Judgment Day, things like that. Is that what you're wondering about? The classic stuff, yes. The classic stuff will always be there in the Marvel Masterworks, and those are standard size.
Okay, so I just keep referencing winning things or things that happen on another social media app, and it auto censors.
Oh, because it doesn't want you to promote other social media apps. By the way, I do have a request. If you're going to use my hands on a video, try not to make it an ad video that gives you revenue, please. I stay quiet about a lot of personal things, but that one really made me mad. Look at us like
sitting back.
And I have reached out to the creator, who had the audacity to say, "Oh, I didn't reach out to you and get your permission because you're such a big YouTube channel," when they themselves have over 70,000 followers on TikTok. Yeah, so got my lawyer buddy Dan in on that. So yeah. I wanted to make a victim video that people do, like they took my hands, something like that.
Ooh, we can use Shina Sooks as this is the subtitle.
Don't make money
off my appendages.
There we go. Yes, I think Tina was like, you should do a reply video, calling these people out. And I'm like, man, that's not really my thing. I have asked for the videos to be removed because that's what Dan suggested. He was like, it's been no harm, no foul. Just tell them to remove it, but they haven't. So I will ask again and then send a formal letter. I mean, we are an LLC, so people have asked in the past if they can use footage from me, and I don't ever mind. Like if they had asked, I would have been like, well, maybe we can work something out, especially if it's for ad revenue. Like if it's a sponsorship and you don't have the physical books, like anyway, yes. So always ask permission to use my hands. And books. Are you more upset? It's Penguin Classics of all things. Yeah, they didn't even send me books, but they're sponsoring this guy. What the? Anyway, let's get back to the comic questions. Use your hands. They took footage, like 30 seconds of my footage, even though their videos are only a minute long, and used it to put an ad.
Like without talk over it, put words on it.
And let me tell you something.
Acting like it was him.
I don't care. I had 2 people reach out to me when it happened. And it was funny. One of them was like, I know this is going to sound creepy, but I recognize your hands anywhere. And I was like,
no, it's the table.
But it's also like the background.
It's right? Everything. It's the video.
Right. I was like, no. And at first I was like, that's happened before. But when I saw that it was like sponsored by PRH, and I'm like, they didn't even send me the books. I had to buy them. I got a little mad. I read Uncanny 308, the Thanksgiving issue. Did you read it in single issues, Mr. Kyle? And was wondering, Omar, Melanie, is there any comics you're reading during a particular holiday? Klaus is a popular one in the household during Christmas time. Mm-hmm. Usually the celebration of a holiday for me is Halloween. So I like reading a lot of scary things because there's so much more of that than comics about Thanksgiving or Christmas, believe it or not. But 308 is a good one. If you read it in single issues, the best thing about 308, or not the best thing, but one of the most interesting things about 308 is that they left out the captions when she proposes to him. So the word bubbles are blank and it was a mistake. Can you imagine making that mistake? It's an iconic moment in the history of 2 characters. And when she pops the question, it's not there. In the next issue, oh my God, I can't imagine being the editor at the time, firing the intern, whomever it was that made that mistake. But in the next issue, they put the word bubbles there. In my single issue, I wrote it in my own letters because I was like, I didn't want to miss I didn't make up my own dialogue. I just copy and paste.
Yeah, but that's cute.
Thank you for the super chat, Halen. Want to experience the entire Marvel universe? Is there a character to follow from the Golden Age to current? Wow. Okay, there are 3, and please correct me. Anybody can jump in because this is such a good question. There are 3 characters that are still relevant today that were part of Marvel Comics #1 in 1939. One of them even predates Marvel Comics #1, but we're not going to get into that history. So you have Namor, the Submariner, and you have Captain America. Human Torch is still relevant today, but keep in mind this is a different Human Torch than the Vision that they had in the Golden Age. Ironically enough, there was a character called the Vision 2 in the Golden Age that has nothing to do with the character now. And there's a whole history, though, because I think it's important about the Human Torch that has ties to not just the Vision, but also Ultron and also Wonder Man. So those 3 characters, and please, anybody can add in anything, I think are the most relevant to today that started in the Golden Age of Marvel Comics. Before they were even Marvel, right? They were timely comics. Yes, there are other characters that show up, like the Destroyer and stuff, but not really like household names or characters that are important if you follow them through. Bucky, I guess, but Bucky was missing for so many years, unless they were talking about flashbacks, unless they were giving, the code name Bucky to another character. Yeah. That is an excellent question. If you want to see Stolen Hands, check out the cover of Fantastic Four #49 compared to the cover of the Target Books Doctor Who novelization, The Three Doctors. Okay, Phil, I will Google that. What was the context of Wolverine cutting hair?
Thank you for the super chat.
This was in Charlie Houston's book, The Best There Is, and he took his adamantium claws and cut this lady's hair. Like that was really a part of the book. Like it wasn't like a mission. Like that's what he had to do.
Story. Like why? Why was he even in a salon?
Oh, it was awful. I think he just ended up in a salon and decided to cut this woman's hair. And for people that enjoy that story, more power to you. And you probably remember the story better than I do. I just remember the moment that he cut the woman's hair, and I was like, man, Wolverine comics are so strange these days. He can't smoke a cigar, and he's cutting people's hairs. Thank you for the super chat. Has there ever been, or do you think there will ever be, a Luke Cage OG Power Man Omni? Thanks for all you do. I've grown my collection from 0 Omni Absolutes to over 100 since.
Wow.
So you've been doing this for a year because of you, Walt. Oh man, I'm glad, and I'm happy for you. If it brings you happiness and you're enjoying it and reading these stories, that's awesome. There is a Luke Cage omnibus. Like there is one Luke Cage omnibus that has every single issue of his stories. Hopefully, and there is an Iron Fist omnibus coming out in January, the original Danny Rand stories. Hopefully, it will. They'll do a Heroes for Hire omnibus. That would be awesome.
Nice. Danny DeVito was a hairdresser before he was an actor, so he's even more perfect to play Wolfie.
I like that connection.
And was it a good haircut?
You know what? I can't remember. I'll be honest with you. I cannot remember, man.
Where's Deadpool Omni? Is it one of the ways, the minibus, the Deadpool and Company Omni or another one?
You've read a lot.
I didn't try Daniel Ways at all, though. I started, what was the one I started where he's in love? And I'm like, I don't like it. Who?
I don't remember.
I mean,
for me,
other authors referencing him being in love with
Teresa
Siren.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like too much for my taste. Shoot, who was that?
I think.
Oh, you don't know off the top of your head what I'm talking
about? For me, it's probably Daniel Way's run was pretty bad. Like, I don't think he understood the character at all. And I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was Brian Hitch that did that cover too. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to think if what I read of Deadpool that was the worst Deadpool. Like there were some jokes in Daniel Way's run that cracked me up, but to me it didn't feel like Deadpool. But I will say that Daniel Way's Deadpool is the one that I think a lot of people came to comics from when it comes to the next generation, because it's the one that became the memes, and kids or younger people now in their 20s, like that's where they first found out about this character, this goofy character that breaks the fourth wall in Marvel. And a lot of those memes came from panels from Daniel Way's run.
When you took a break from comics, what was it that brought you back? And was there a particular story that made you stay with comics again? Nightwing.
Oh, I actually have a good answer for this. I was getting divorced. And I needed to occupy my mind.
Earlier.
Hold on. I needed to occupy my mind to when things happen in life, like you can go about it a few ways, right? Drinking yourself to death could definitely be one of those options, or trying to stay active and go back to the things that you love that made you happy. So I decided, to start reading comics again. I decided to break open my single issues I had them in my basement for years in the corner. I had manga that I hadn't seen in years. So I started rereading a lot of that stuff. My buddy Shaka and Dennis, but both of those guys were coming around at that time, and they were bringing new comics. And Dennis was like, oh man, I know you've been gone from comics for a while, but Grant Morrison's writing X-Men. And I thought, oh, I like Grant Morrison's JLA and Animal Man. He's writing X-Men, huh? So I tried out Grant Morrison's X-Men, and I really liked it. It wasn't enough to keep me getting them monthly, though. I thought it was cool, and there were things I didn't like about it just because I came from, that 80s mentality of things with the X-Men always have to get broken and then back to the basics. And the comic that really... the comic that brought me back, though, was Astonishing X-Men. Like Astonishing X-Men issue number 4, I was reading in the car with Melanie. Melanie was driving. We were going to go see some friends. We were going to Lexington, and I started crying. Because I think with that, it symbolized, I'm not going to spoil.
I don't remember this at all.
What happens in that issue.
Astonishing 4.
Yeah, but it's the return of a character. And I think that's when I realized that I was also back home. Like Oh, it's beautiful. Like if you've not read Astonishing, despite of how people feel about Joss Whedon, and I completely respect that. If you cannot, stomach buying anything from Joss Whedon, that is up to you. But I'm speaking from my experience that story is one of the most moving stories. The first 6 issues, right? Gifted, and it was like coming back home. I mean, the first issue was my first issue of Uncanny X-Men. It was it was a throwback to issue 168. Professor Xavier's a jerk. And then Kitty's going through all these memories as she's going back to the mansion. And like, I feel like, through her, I was coming back home. So there's your long-winded answer.
And what I was trying to get in edgewise is then you married me. And I chose the name Astonishing, and not because of that. Look how romantic that is.
Well, you are my kitty pride.
Oh, yay.
It's a good thing I never met a rogue. I had to throw one in there.
But I like that story.
Oh, thank you, Bar.
Oh, it was bringing a tear to my eye. So Jorge wants the Astonishing.
Oh, I think that will be reprinted. It's had, 3 printings so far? It will be reprinted. Did you guys already reveal? No, we haven't. What time is it?
It is 10.
It's 11:46 our time. Yeah, give us about 10 more minutes, and then we'll do. We usually like to do it right towards the middle. Make sure everybody's in here. Do we also read books? I haven't read a book in a long time. I'm busy reading comics. My wife, though, reads books.
Yep. Let's do it. Sci-fi, philosophy, self-help.
You read some Brando Sando recently.
Yeah, fantasy. So lots of different genres. And do you, since they're not hardcovers, do you think they'll do overviews
of DC Compendiums?
Do you think you'll do overviews of DC Compendiums?
Oh, I have been. Mm-hmm. Like I'll be doing a Kyle Rayner, just because I love that story.
Oh, that's right.
I'll be doing an overview of the compendiums. I actually have a video coming out soon of my top 10 most wanted DC compendiums. Yeah. Richard, I haven't read Miss Marvel yet. I'm really happy for that young lady, though. She was a fan of the comic, got the role to play Miss Marvel, and now she's co-writing the comic book. That's crazy. I love stories like that. My wife reads books. Like, I feel like you read books faster than you do comics, don't you? You've said that before too. You don't have to.
Maybe, and I feel like I'm slow with both of them, which is fine.
You don't have to take time with the pictures. I think it's what it is.
Let's see. Speaking of reading books that aren't comics, I am an English teacher. Let me take a picture of what.
You didn't even have class last week.
So, no, I took a couple weeks break from doing Students of the Week, just to rejuvenate it. I don't want it to be genuine why I'm picking them, not just because, you haven't been Student of the Week yet. So I'm starting to back up again. I'm a high school English teacher, and I teach freshman English, creative writing, and film studies. And these are my Students of the Week for first period in English 1. Caitlin, I'm so proud of you, and you got to remember this and keep you going, what you accomplished last week. And Katie in second period film studies, you know why that you're earning this, that it's safe for you. You be proud that you showed up, okay? For third period film studies, Evan, because what you wrote in your own words was really insightful. So have faith in yourself. For first period creative writing, Jocelyn, you're Student of the Week again, because
what
you
Jocelyn
gave
do?
Well, Jocelyn is a terrific writer. She throws herself into her writing. And she was like, well, I'm not very creative. That's just not her strong suit. And that's totally fine. I was like, write what's in your heart. You've got such great opinions that need to be voiced. And she tried being creative, and she was proud of herself, and she shared it, and it was really good. Mm-hmm. And then finally, in second period, Tiana, I think I see that you are trying and that you are working. And so be proud of yourself. Congratulations, guys.
Good job, everybody. All right.
Okay, back to the stream, because that's the part I cut out and show my students.
To the winner yet, Kaden. No, but I guess
Hamza. You didn't show that.
You didn't show that. He can Hamza can get canceled for saying things like that, taken out of context. Dean's been asking like every 5 seconds. I hope he's here. How many more Omni announcements left for 2024? You mean announcements or books? That's a difference, right? Because there's an announcement that I did that's waiting for approval that has 2 books in it. And there's one that I did that has 1 book in it. I don't know. Maybe 7. That's not 7. That's 8. Maybe 7 or 8. One of them could have been moved. Late to the stream, will they add the new Extreme X-Men mini to Extreme Omnibus Volume 2? They haven't officially yet, but I did ask about that one, and I will send a reminder about that one too.
Carlos finished Titans TV show recently, and now I'm interested in the Teen Titans and Nightwing. Could you recommend a book for each title? Could be in any format.
Any format? Oh, good for you. Teen Titans, New Teen Titans by George Perez and Marv Wolfman. Get that omnibus. It's worth it. It's beautiful. Oh, beautiful artwork.
Hey, that's what Jose said.
and Nightwing Compendium, Volume 1, that comes out next year. It's got a big chunk of Chuck Dixon's and Scott McDaniel's run. Yeah. And Jose is right. That book is a must.
Let's see. Batmite's waiting for Dennis O'Neil, Neil Adams, Batman Omnis. They're very much comfort stories for me. They had the one come out, so hoping for a reprint.
Yeah, people are hoping that they reprint it with the original colors.
I just saw the other day Extreme X-Men Omni Volume 2 is now coming out in August. Also, Excalibur coming out in September. Does David ever give you detailed reasons why books were pushed back?
Not detailed reasons, but sometimes it's because they need to get a project out. And you guys, did you say cancel? You have some Cancel Teen is going to be her new nickname. Sometimes it's that they have to get a project out because maybe it's, that it's the no, I can't say anything because I don't want to speak for them. No detailed information is that sometimes they want to move things around so they can work on a project. They want to get something else out earlier, something like that. Thanks, by the way. The story about you and Melanie and Astonishing X-Men coming back to comics really touched me. I hope one day I can find somebody like you found Melanie. Oh, Dean, I'm sure you will. Keep reading them comics. That's how you get them girls. What will be your upcoming non-Batman DC overview? The Wonder Woman Gale, 7 Soldiers. It's not Batman. It's not my fault they released so many. Yeah, probably 7 Soldiers Omnibus and the Wonder Woman reprint. Those 2.
Jeff, thank you for the super chat. Melanie, I discovered a new book series, the Myrtlewood Mysteries. Myrtlewood Mysteries. The strapline is the Gilmore Girls meets Practical Magic. Iris Beaglehole. Gilmore Girls is about golf and the mom and the daughter. Is that what it is?
I've never seen an episode of Gilmore Girls.
I don't know what Gilmore
Girls is. But I think didn't Tim Minear go in write Gilmore Girls? He was one of the guys that did Firefly and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I heard it was a good series.
It was good. Yeah. Jeff, thank you. I'm sorry, I don't know Gilmore Girls. And that is the name, Josh. It's like, maybe I'm not pronouncing it correctly. Just bought Astonishing X-Men from eBay for $120. It had no clue if it would be getting a reprint.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there is no announcement yet. So it's not like, and even if I do announce it, it wouldn't be until 2025, right?
Oh, wait. That really quick for Big Stu's question. Said, well, Spider-Man, I read the first trade and it's so good. I loved it. I haven't read any since. I've heard bad things about it, and that's not stopping me. I just haven't done it yet. I haven't read it, but the first trade is really good. Like, I appreciate it. It's just the Spider-Man story there at the end. Like, I highly recommend the first one.
I think it started off with a strong start. It took a dip till in volume 3, and the rest of the run has just been, I don't know. It's hard to judge something because I remember not digging Dan Slott's run too, and people love that one now. And going back, rereading it in collected editions, it was better read that way. Dark Web was just stupid fun. Like, stupid fun.
So you recommend it? Stupid fun? Do you recommend
but you got to realize it's stupid fun to enjoy it. You can't take it too seriously, even though there is a serious story in there, or a supposed serious story. There's something that he does that a lot of people got upset about. In the
whisper in my ear.
No.
Tell me.
No, I'm not going to whisper it, Melanie.
Because I'll forget to ask.
We'll just watch the episode again. Don't forget to hit that like button. So I think.
Oh, did you review it?
Yeah, I mean, doing overviews of those books, it gets difficult. I have to talk about certain things that have happened because they affect the next book.
That was a silly question of mine. Did you review it? Of course you did.
Yeah, since you brought up the announcements, how many this week? Maybe 1 or 2. Rec Rap gang. Yes, people love Rec Rap.
Rec Rap.
Oh, he's a character that's big.
Like
Spider-Man. All right, let's see here. Gilmore Girls was great until Rory went to college and suddenly changed overnight into an awful entitled brat. I'm so sorry about Rory going to college. He should have never left home. The comedy and stuff is nice, but the melodrama and Goblin is meh. The art is gorgeous. I will say the art is a big push for a lot of people. You have John Romita Jr., you've got Ed McGuinness, and also Humberto Ramos from time to time. Are y'all going to review the oversized collection of Norse mythology?
I love Norse mythology by Neil Gaiman.
Yes. How was the Black Friday shopping?
We went to a comic store.
We went to a comic book store, and I bought gifts for people, and Melanie bought comics for herself.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much, that was it for us as far as Black Friday
we didn't buy anything that was on sale. At the back issues were 50% off, but I wanted like back issues in the 90s. Back issues now are like 2015. I was like, I don't want this.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Brian, thank you for the super chat.
So I couldn't find any Alf.
What's going to be the worst selling omnibus of 2024, and why is it Wonder Man? Worst selling? I don't know. I don't really keep an eye on what sells and what doesn't anymore. I gotta actually every year I do my top 10 best release omnis from Marvel and DC. I don't know. I will say things like that though are very niche, and they have a smaller print run, probably based a lot on pre-orders. So they won't print a lot of those, and then it goes out of print. There'll be like 5 people 3 years from now going, "You think they'll ever reprint Wonder Man?" And I'll be like, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Omar, Melanie, this week has been pretty terrible for me, and I'm just super glad I get to end the week watching this stream. So thank you for being great people. I'm sorry. That sucks.
I'm glad you're joining us.
I hope it gets better.
I believe we did a clause overview.
Yeah.
Complete. Was it complete? I don't know.
It's no, the complete one comes out this week, I think.
Oh.
The hardcover.
Wait, okay. So, that's cool. Also, is it coming out earlier in the direct market?
It should be. I think it's next week. What are your favorite Marvel what if stories? Oh my gosh. What if Conan was walking around in modern time? What if Phoenix had not died? What if the Punisher had killed Daredevil? What if Wolverine was Lord of the Vampires? And then what if Wolverine was Lord of the Vampires during Inferno? That was awesome too. What if no one was watching The Watcher? It's one of my all-time favorite ones.
Oh, I remember that one.
What if no one was watching The Watcher? It's just like an anthology of silly little stories.
Yeah.
What if Elektra had lived? That's a really good one. Wow. What if Spider-Man had stayed in the Fantastic Four? Yeah, there's so many good ones. I tend to gravitate more towards the 90s ones because those are the ones I grew up with. But look at that. Near mint condition clause, Grant Morrison, Dan Mora review.
But you're saying there's a different edition coming out.
Yes, with all of them. What if starring Spider-Girl, which kicked off the Spider-Girl era? Yep.
Okay, so mother and daughter discover they have magic. Gilmore Girls is about mother-daughter dynamic, so their house cleans itself. Lots of popular culture.
What? There's magical elements in there? It shows how I thought it was like a drama. Who's the best, Claremont versus Morrison on X-Men? Omar. Well, I've had Chris Claremont on the channel 3 times. Although I would love to interview Grant Morrison, Chris Claremont.
Spider-Girl was a good series.
It was. Hopefully it'll be collected.
It's time to announce the winners of the email.
Okay.
Because it's noon.
Okay, so here we go. I've reached out to these folks already. But in case you want to celebrate with us, the $50 to cheap graphic novels belongs to Polly Lopez. Polly Lopez, congratulations. The 15, by the way, these were all picked through and you had to get the answers right. These were all picked through a random picker like we use, that we're about to use because we're going to have another quick little contest here in a second. The 50 Canadian dollars to BD Cosmos goes to Ryan Bragg. I hope there's no relation to Jess Bragg there. 25 OPB is Hawk Writer, so that's $25 gift card to OPB.
Congratulations, Hawk Writer.
Congratulations. The House of M and the Epics go to Andrew Cunningham, so congratulations. Hulk Silver Age Volume 2 and Fantastic Four by Hickman 1 go to Eric Phillips, so congratulations. And Absolute Sandman, Big Stu, big collection. Big Stu's big collection. Yay! I hope that's you, buddy. So that's it. However, there were 2 prizes that were not claimed last week. So we're going to have an impromptu giveaway right now. The first one is if you live in the UK only. So please, thanks, Omar. Not related to Jess. Awesome. Okay, buddy. Oh, you're in Canada too, right? Okay. So congratulations to every one of you. All of you are winners in our hearts. Okay. So the first one is if you have to live in the UK. So are there any UK people here? Raise your hand. I hope, like I said, I hope there's one guy watching from the UK and he gets the answer wrong, so he can't win. But this is for £10 credit to Reed's Comic Shop. They were kind enough to donate 2 gift cards, and this one's for £10. Okay. All right. So you have to live in the UK to answer this question. Melanie, can you put up this the picker and
use my phone as a timer?
Okay.
Oh wait, or do we? No, I'll just use my phone as a timer.
Yes, you can proxy for Super Laugh Hard. All right. Good luck, everybody. The question is, this is such an easy question. It's a yes and no question. Okay. The timer will go for 1 minute. This is for the UK only. You ready? All right. Yes or no? It's a yes or no. There's only one right answer. Should you microwave tea? Should you microwave tea to heat it up? Yes or no? Good luck, everybody. Should you mixrowave tea to heat it up? What if the one guy from the UK is like, yes, you should. That's the only way. So many people are going to be so offended. Blas said, Blas, I swear if you win. Oh, wait, no, he can't win. You got to get the answer right.
Oh, Josh, you said you can't win either.
Just all I need is the Josh is doing it for Super Laugh Hard because he's not here. So that was really sweet. Gotcha. So just just yes or no. Don't write exclamation marks. Don't write periods. Don't write no, Melanie's wrong. Just write yes or no. That's it. Is that an AMA reference? No, that is my wife butchering tea reference. She used to microwave tea and
shut your mouth.
And the Brits that were watching were so upset. They were like, what is she doing? These Americans. Yes, so don't forget. Just write the answer. One word. Nothing else. That's all that counts. Melanie's always right. No, she is not. And we'll let the random number.
Oops, I put it for an hour. Like,
well, we can tell because of that. All right, time's up. Pencils down. The question is, should you microwave tea, yes or no, to win a £10 gift card to Reed's Comic Shop? So thank you so much, Reed. All right. And then I'll talk about how the U.S. winners can enter here in a second. All right, you're sharing the screen. All right, the answer is no. Good luck, everybody. I hope you're in the UK. Hamza, you're not in the UK. What is wrong with you? Even though I thought he was in the UK, Blas won. Blas, congratulations, man. All right. Email me, nearmintcon@gmail.com with the subject line, tea. And you better spell tea right, Blas. You better spell T right.
Congratulations, boss.
So that was the question.
For the £10 for Reed's Comic Shop, a gift card. And we got one more question.
Okay. I got to make this really easy. All right.
Oh, Rahul hates tea.
The next question is for U.S. only. You're not British? You're not English. You're not English. You're not English. Why did you answer the question? Oh, my God, I'm going to kill these people. All right. Blas, I love you, buddy. Oh, are you? I put yes. Answer was no. That is correct. The answer is no. Did you put no? Okay. Are you or are you not in the UK, Blas? Stop the count, Melanie. Stop the count. Let me know in the comments, because if you're not, we'll do this again to make it fair for everybody that is actually in the UK. Wait, why is... You know what? I bet it's pulling...
Because
they had put no throughout the whole chat. And maybe Hamza had replied back to somebody.
Yeah.
All right, we got to make this a little more difficult. Oh, my gosh. Why can't it be simple?
It has to be something that somebody probably has not
typed already.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. If you're in the UK, what is the last name of the actor that's coming back to playing the Doctor? Okay.
Now people have written that.
Right. They've written. Really?
Yes. Yes.
They've written his name.
We were talking about him.
Well, I don't know. You come up with something, baby, because I got nothing.
Well, I'm not. It was a good question. I'm just saying that they've been talking about.
What? Okay, what number doctor is he? What's his doctor number? What's his doctor number? Right. I just need the number.
Spell it out. 3 letters.
3 letters. Spell it out. Right. Spell it out. That's the new question. Right. This is a question about Doctor Who. What is David Tennant's?
And you have to live in the UK.
Yeah. I know. Okay, look, let me tell you something right now. Well, technically, he's coming back as the 14th too. That's not what I want to hear. I want to hear what number he's coming back. Spell it out. Spell it out. Spell it out. To make it easier. So I don't think many people put this number down yet. And you have to live in the UK. I really hope Hamza did not write this word earlier, so he's going to win again. Hey, no, wait, Hamza already won because I thought he was in the UK. Yeah, no Bar, and not Tom Holland. No Mike Valenzuela. I did not find out. So what is the Doctor regenerated number? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You Whovians. I got to come up with a question for the Loki book.
10 more seconds. I didn't set the timer.
All right. 10 more seconds. Good luck, all you people from the UK. Good luck. UK only. Somebody put the 14th Doctor. I knew it. Nerds. Yes, I know. But what was his original number? Okay. All right. We're going to share the screen. And the correct answer was, of course, 10. David Tennant, 10. Good luck to the people in the UK. Josh is playing for Super Laugh Hard because he's such a good friend. Sword. Sword is a cool name.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations. So, please tell me you're in the UK.
Email us
at nearmancon@gmail.com.
That's not it. Okay. And you don't have to, I need to change that. You don't have to include that.
You're in the UK, and we'll tell you how to claim your prize. Congratulations. You won £10 gift cards to Reed's Comic Shop. Not from UK, but I'm flying there in 2 weeks, so hope it counts. Oh, yeah, absolutely. As long as you can get your prize and claim it while you're there, absolutely. All right, next up, this is for US only. US only, okay? Let's do it. US only.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, US only. This is for a Loki Omnibus from Dying Breed Collectors. They're shipping it out, and it's only in the US, okay? And if you win this, you can pick the cover. There's the classic cover by Marie Severin or the Mark Brooks standard cover. Okay, US only. Again, US only. And the question is, oh my God, what is the question? Oh, I get. Wait. Oh my gosh. What is Wolverine? According to Grant Morrison, and Paul Jenkins and Joe Quesada, what is Wolverine's real name? I just need the first name. It's not Logan. I need the first name. It was retcon in Wolverine or Origin Wolverine. He was given a name. You don't know what it
Maybe
is?
Maybe I remember. Here, type it. Oh.
U.S. only, okay? Good luck, everybody. U.S. only. So first name is all I need. I don't need first name, last name. It won't count if you put the last name in. First name only. Good luck, everybody. Hot stuff.
Archibald.
Somebody put James Abel. And this is for the Loki Omnibus that was not claimed last week. For U.S. only, good luck, all you wonderful people. And thank you all so much for watching. And while you're putting that name down, hit that like button, please. Did somebody write 10? The 14th? The 14th. Did somebody write that too? Oh my gosh. Gold balls. Do you remember when gold balls was censored?
Yes, nobody could answer it.
Give it some time because there's a lot more than that.
Okay.
We're going to give you an extra 30 seconds because there was a little bit of a delay that we noticed last time. So even when the timer goes off, how's everybody doing? Smash that like button after you put it in. And remember, just put it in one time because no matter how many times you put it in, it's only going to count as one time. Okay? Somebody that's just now... I wish you could smash the like button twice. That would be awesome, Carlos. But unfortunately, YouTube rules. I'd love for somebody to just come into the chat right now and they're like, why is everybody writing this name? What's happening? And again, yes, Jabroni. Psycho Cleveland, of course. Good luck, everyone. No, I'm sorry, Chris. It's not for Canada.
Well, I've been giving it time to refresh, and I'm assuming everybody that's answered it, if it's
probably hit the refresh button on that again, or go back out of it and see what happens. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's see what happens. That's what happens. Don't do anything then. I hate to do this to you.
No, just give it 20, 30 seconds and it'll refresh itself. I'm thinking that was all that there was.
No,
I could hit the draw button. See, it just changed.
Yeah, but I think it's because people are typing it now. Watch. If you've typed in the answer before, type it in again. Because for some reason, the freaking giveaway picker, you need to stop, baby. Whenever we refreshed it, it just did not update. So if you've typed it in before, type it in again, please. Now they're going to come through. Sorry about that, but I hope you had the time to hit that like button. See?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's going on then. So maybe what we should do, dang it.
Because I'm saying it's probably just 70 people. That was it.
Okay.
That was the amount of people. And
US only again.
I should hit draw.
We'll give you 30 more seconds. Good luck. And thank you for being a part of this channel. And James Abel is not the answer. Everyone loves my name. Where's Torun Grombeck? James.
That was awesome.
James, you had a chance, buddy. You should have taken your shot.
Okay, I'm gonna draw.
All right, here we go, everybody. Good luck. Good journey. Hit it, Melanie.
Correct answer is James.
James, that's right. James Howlett is the full name, but we just needed the first name.
So Tony Grobeck wants to use James Abel's name as a character. And congratulations!
Look at that avatar. Get that off my page. You
email us at nearmidcon@gmail.com.
Yes.
And we will share that with Dying Breed Collectors to send that package to you.
UEFI. Yes. And I hope you live in the US. I don't want to do this again, not until the 100K. All right. So yes, as Melanie said, don't forget to email us at nearmidcon@gmail.com. So congratulations. And thank you all so much for partaking in the giveaways. That closes it out, right? I just need to get unless somebody does not claim their price of the people that emailed us. Everybody's been really good about that. Yeah, this time around. and we just had one little snafu with somebody's claiming the same price, but we got it all fixed and figured out. So it's all good. Congratulations. And there's Derek. What's up, buddy? Wait, who won? UFE? UFI? Something like that. Only 2 likes. What the heck?
Well, bye, Justin.
Emily, what? Justin.
Let's see. So, Richard, I hope you had a nice Thanksgiving as well.
Time out. Omar, I emailed you about the new Teen Titans price. Did you receive it? I didn't get a reply. Melanie has replied to everybody. She's been helping me. Mm-hmm. So let me do a quick search on your name. How
about I do it while you answer questions in the chat?
That's a great idea.
No, yeah, answer.
You did not reply back. Maybe you emailed him separately.
Okay, I'll figure it out. Okay, you answer questions in the chat.
Yes, boss. How can we non-winners get these comics? Oh, well. If you live in the UK, then you can shop over at waltscomicshop.com. Or that's if you live in the EU, but also in the UK. But in the EU, they have the cheapest prices for Marvel and DC big books, flat shipping rates of €12 for all EU countries. All emails will be answered within 24 hours, and they also have a huge selection of out-of-print books. And exclusively for us here at Near Mint Condition, you can use the code Near Mint Condition at the checkout and get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order over €40 or more. And that's Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for
Omnis and Premium Collected Editions in Europe. Ding!
There you go. Bloody Brexit is right, Elon. Bloody Brexit is right. All right, let's get to some questions here while Melanie figures out this email situation going on. Do you remember who it was?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it looks like we already boxed it. It must just have been that I forgot to
reply back
and put it in.
Well, how'd you get his email then, or his address? If we boxed it,
we haven't done any addresses. We just boxed them.
Oh. No, we have had to have had his address if he's from the United States. Or do you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I know it's weird to do this through the live, but
okay,
I just want to make sure the right person gets that book. Omar, do you think we will get those X-Men Omnis that have been on the reprint poll for the past years in the next few round of announcements?
Okay, it's good. Gabriel, I see there are 2 emails. I did label the second email that had the address of Puerto Rico, and so you are good, and I'll reply right now.
Yes, and sorry, we're 2 people.
You're not a one-man show. I've been doing it.
Okay, I didn't say I was a one-man show.
Oh, God.
You get yelled at. Do I think? I think they will come in the next round of announcements. Maybe. I hope. Maybe, unless they change things, right? The real prize are the friends we made along the way. Thank you for that. Hey, Omar, a while ago I asked you why you didn't talk about the Dark Tower reprint Omnis. Well, I got them, and the binding is terrible. Pages started falling out after one read-through. Why I didn't talk about them, and I'll be honest with you, is the same reason I'm probably not going to do an overview of the Sandman $500 mask box set, because not every publisher sends me books, right? I'm very blessed for the publishers that I do work with that send me books. But since I do this for a living, I have to pick and choose what books I buy to do overviews of. And if I spend, how much were those? $100 each, like $300, and even at discounts, like 75. Let's say $50 each. That's $150 out of my monthly budget for a set of books. So that's why I didn't do it. Or because like DC was coming out with a lot of Omnis this month that I know people would want to see. So that's why. I mean, there's really no secret. I'm just being open. Like, I can't afford everything, and not every publisher sends me everything. So a lot of the books, unless I say thank you to the folks at Dark Horse or thank you to Marvel Comics, I bought those books. So that's what's going on. Omar, you better watch yourself. Mate ain't playing today. I can see it. Dude, She's okay now. She's okay now. She's doing multitasking. Omar, Aquaman versus Godzilla in water. Who you got winning and why? Which Aquaman? Peter David's beard with a hook on his hand? Maybe that guy has a chance. But Godzilla, baby. Gojira.
What's your favorite Avengers run?
Kurt Busiek's run with George Perez. And then probably that's my favorite run on Avengers. And followed very, very, very closely by Roger Stern's run on Avengers. That's it. Yeah.
Ryan's asking, is the Seven Soldiers of Victory Omni reprint worth getting? Was there any reason in particular that didn't make November's top 10?
Wow. Thank you for watching those. I like making those. Probably because I limit myself to 10, and it's really difficult to put, 10 books, especially when you have so many good ones coming out. I love that book. I think I talked about it, even though I didn't put it in my top 10. I talked about it in the upcoming collected editions for November. Is it worth getting? Absolutely. If you're a fan of Grant Morrison, if you're a fan of classic like Silver Age characters making a modern comeback, and the best thing about that is the art style that goes with them, because J.H. Williams it does this amazing job of doing issues 0 and 1 where he mimics everybody's style, whether it's Doug Mankey or whether it's Fraser Irving, and you think that all these guys are drawing these this one shot together. No, it is just one guy. It's amazing. And each miniseries, like Frankenstein, is drawn by different artists. Like Frankenstein's done by Doug Mankey. It's good. You definitely get it. Don't miss out on it.
John, thank you for the super chat.
Top 5 Beast stories. The one with Infectia. What is that? 33, where he comes back, turns into the Beast again, the ever-loving blue furry Beast. Uncanny X-Men 114, the day the X-Men died. Still one of my favorite issues of all time, and Beast plays a big part in that. Why do I like a lot of? I like a lot of Louise Simonson's stories. The stories where he's fighting, what's his name, Mesmero in, what is that, X Factor 55, I think. Yeah, that one I really enjoy. I miss him and Trish Tilby together. I really enjoyed that time with Beast, where he was given some love.
Well,
I actually liked
in Astonishing.
Yeah, he's good in Astonishing. I actually like the story based on the Edgar Allan Poe X-Men Unlimited 10, where Dark Beast pretends to be Beast and puts Beast behind a brick wall, like he builds the bricks. Is that it? What's Edgar Allan Poe? Is it? Yeah. What was the name of that one?
Castillo Amontillado.
Thank you. And then for my final Beast story, I love being put on the spot with these Beast questions. I have to say that they really got a good handle on him in the cartoon. So those first couple of issues were awesome. Or episodes of X-Men, the animated series. Honestly, Omar, I got to give you props. Every time people ask me, what's your favorite type of question, I always draw a blank as if I've never read a book in my life.
Same. Like,
I can't. Oh, thank you, Bart. I think for me, the problem is that I remember too much, so I get overwhelmed. Am I picking the right one? That's why those freaking top 10s are difficult. I'm like, am I giving enough love or not enough love to these characters? Yeah.
Speaking of love, this package came a couple weeks ago when Omar was out on a trip with his friends.
Oh, yeah.
Us NMC ladies took over. So I kept it and brought it with us for him to take a look at. Now, this is from Chris A. So
I see the first one.
And so I do have an agenda. I want to get some Death's Head issues out there to people. So we someday get an omnibus. And Armageddon 2001. Someday, maybe. There's 2 smiley faces. So keep the books you want, give away the books you do not want. Have a great day, and thank you both for all that you do. Thank you, Chris. This is a good guy.
Chris is a good guy. He's a good friend of the show and a good friend. This is Obnoxio the Clown versus the X-Men, What's yellow and black and don't breathe no more? Man, that's dark. This has only been collected in one place. Oh my goodness. What is it's not an epic collection, but it's a thick book. It was Marvel's Cracked and Mad Magazine type of comic. Does anybody remember that collection? What is the name of that collection? I'm drawing a blank, Bar. You're not the only one. I think it starts with a C. Crack? No, that's correct. Oh, I love this comic. I had this one as a kid. This is the Justice League in Europe. Armageddon 2001, baby.
And here's some Death's Head.
Oh, dude. Is that Death's Head 2? Wait. Let me see the Death's Head that he sent. Okay, so we got some deaths. Crazy. Thank you, Dana, yes. And thank you, Phil. Crazy. It's only been that issue of X-Men, of Obnoxio the Clown versus the X-Men, has been only collected in the Crazy collected edition. It's not an epic collection or anything. Yes, Hamza, we need that Armageddon 2001 Omni. But I was a big fan of Death's Head too. Look, he sent me another Armageddon 2001.
And I've got these over here.
Oh, is that Dakota North?
Yeah, I like the cover.
My buddy Joe Corallo, who works in comics, wants to revive Dakota North and bring her back out of obscurity. And Marvel was doing a lot of different comics back then. This is the first issue of Secret Six, the Joker Warzone story, Captain Adam.
Not really, but like I bought some single issues going to the comic store that I was showing earlier. Like it's fun to get single issues sometimes.
Remember when
and who's Death's Head?
They were
What's Death's Head?
Yes, it's a UK comic. And this is Death's Head 2. He's a little different than Death's Head 1. Death's Head 1 has ties to not just Transformers, but also Doctor Who. Bounty Hunter from space. Death's Head 2 is honestly solid, though. Have you all seen the homage that Kevin Maguire did to Keith Giffen? Thought it was beautiful. He drew Keith Giffen with Ambush Bug and a couple of other characters that he created in that style of Justice League International 1. Superman Armageddon 2001. Oh, look at that. The Thing and Rom. It's from issue 99, isn't it? Yep. The new Fantastic Four. Not enough praise goes to this creative team, but this was the Paul Pelletier and Dwayne McDuffie, who was a phenomenal writer, not just in comics, but also animation. This is the Dark Horse Masters of the Universe stuff. So thank you so much for this, Chris. Completely unexpected. Brought back a lot of memories looking at these single issues. Let's see. Yes, thank you for that. That's exactly Juggernaut. Since you didn't get the Bendis of Secret Wars into the new Avengers reprint, what Omni could contain it? You think they could do a Road to Civil War or something? No. It wouldn't be in that. I don't know. Maybe there'll be like a Secret Wars omnibus. I really don't know. Yes, Kingsport Cal. That is wrong. Hey, Omar, have you had a chance to read Ice Cream Man Sunday Edition Volume 2? I know you did an overview of 1, but I was curious on your thoughts on Volume 2. I haven't had a chance to read. I did get it in, but I haven't had a chance to read it yet. I was busy reading Ultimate Spider-Man 3, believe it or not, Omnibus 3, and the Thunderbolts. So if you're on Patreon, that video goes up later today. But it'll go up on YouTube on Monday. And the link to our Patreon is in the description of the video. They get early access to some videos.
In Dimasum, I did read Ocean at the End of the Lane. Oh,
that's the Neil Gaiman book.
Time ago, though, so I barely remember it. So is that hand down Gaiman's best? Oh, hands down. Thanks for reminding me they exist. I'll have to check it out again. Like I said, I did read it years ago, but I'm having a hard time recalling it. Titan is going to reprint the Conan Marvel Omnis with the same mapping ? Or is it going to continue the runs?
So it's going to do two things. It's going to continue the runs, and it's going to they're going to reprint the first couple of volumes of the original Marvel years comic book, or the original Marvel comic book years. However, they can't reprint anything that's not Conan. So any of the other stuff that features Marvel characters or anything that was not Robert E. Howard, they can't reprint in those books.
We gave away our collection, Max.
Yes, we gave away all of the
He's
connection.
got it memorized.
Yes.
Let's see. Book of Doom Omni or Busiek Perez Avengers Omni?
Busiek Perez. Sorry. I know you, I love that book too. But of Doom, but I gotta go with Busiek and Perez.
When are we getting that Fantastic Four Heroes Reborn Omni announcement?
You mean Heroes Return? I got you, News Pooey channel. I don't know. I haven't heard about that one. I'm sure that will come. That's one of the few that we still need, right? We've had Thor Heroes Return. We've had Captain America and the Mark Waid Omnibus and the Dan Jurgens Omnibus. And we've had not Fantastic Four, Iron Man. Yeah, the Sean Chen stuff with Kurt Busiek. Yeah. So I think that's the last one that we need.
Any announcements upcoming this week?
Maybe, depending if they get approved or not. Still waiting on approval. Hey, Omar, Melanie, any thoughts on them possibly reprinting 90s X-Men with the coming animated series? So what you want is a separate collection from Uncanny. I don't know if they'll do that, even when we get to this era. Because if you look at the mapping of the Epic collections, they put adjectiveless X-Men with Uncanny X-Men all in one book. Yeah. So I don't know if they'll do that or not.
How's the spine on the Black Science Compendium? Does it really fall apart like the Irredeemable softcover from Boom? That really put me off ever purchasing compendiums.
I'll be honest with you. Whenever I do my overviews of compendiums, one of the things that I do is test them. Like, I mean, I stress that spine out. I've only had one fail so far, and that is Spawn Compendium Volume 3. It cracked. I give the compendiums the same test. Black Science held up good, but I don't know anymore because I gave it away. It's going to be mailed out to somebody. So that one I ended up giving away as part of the indie lot, I think. Was the indie lot? By the way, if you won the indie lot, you're that 15-year-old boy. I'm so sorry. I had to pull a book from there because I don't think your mom would appreciate it if I sent it to you. Maybe when you turn 18, we'll talk again.
Am I supposed to read the Dan Jurgens Omni or Heroes Return Omni for Thor?
Dan Jurgens is the Heroes Return Omnibus. That's that era. It's the same thing. And it's volumes 1. There's 2 volumes.
Better Spidey writer, Stern or JMS? They're both so good.
Stern.
They're so good.
Stern didn't have One More Day or Since Pass.
But that wasn't his fault.
Since Pass was his idea.
Oh, was it?
But I mean, not how it was executed, but it was his idea. And that's still, no. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I got to go with Stern. Kid to Collect the Spider-Man, Juggernaut Story, the Hobgoblin Saga. Yeah, the Stern, for sure.
Okay. Oh, good job, Max. You're on volume 16 of One Piece. I am proud of you. You can be the viewer of the week.
How does he get viewer of the week for reading One Piece?
Of One Piece.
What? You can't announce viewers of the week. That's my job. I'm here every day.
Thoughts on the Iron Man Busiek Omni?
Not my favorite, but it was okay. Had some good artwork by Sean Chen. It was better than the Joe Quesada run.
Ooh, you got him on Black Friday.
Oh, did you?
Of Guardians by Bendis.
Well, we're getting a 2.
Thunderbolts Volume 2 and Super Sons.
Oh, good. Oh, good choices. We're getting a 2 of Bendis's Guardians to wrap up that era. And Thunderbolts, there's a 3 and the Uncaged, which is Volume 5. Speaking of JMS, do you think we'll get the Spider-Man Omni Volume 1 reprint? Missed out on it. I think I announced that already. Yeah, that one's coming out next year, Chris. So if you missed out on it, next year. Big thank you for my big. So it was you, okay? Because I was like, surely there's not another Big
There's
Stu.
another Big Stu.
Well, no. The email was Big Stu because I never sometimes I don't know people's the random picker only picks out emails, right? And if your email address is like John Doe at gmail.com, I don't know who it is, right? So I emailed them back. So I did email you. That was you. Awesome. Because it was different than Big Stu in Orlando. It was like Big Stu's collection of comics or something like that. And I was like, oh, I hope it's my buddy in Orlando and not. Well, I mean.
So do you know what's upcoming this week?
Yes. Tomorrow is my overview of Mighty Morphin / Power Rangers. Volume 1, the hardcover. And then Amanda's doing an overview of the Critical Role, the new library edition from Dark Horse Comics. Monday is my overview of Ultimate Spider-Man 3 with Thunderbolts Uncaged Omnibus. Tuesday is the Marvel trade paperbacks. Wednesday's my Most Wanted DC Compendium. Thursday's the Marvel solicitations for March of 2024. Crazy to think about. 2024, right? We're in 2023. What year are we in? And then Friday is the upcoming collected editions for December of 2023. And if you're on Patreon, that video goes up a little earlier. That video goes up usually at the Thursday. Portsmouth renamed a road after Gaiman book, and there's a stage show in London. Wow.
Jeff, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for that tidbit of information there.
Will you do an overview of Superman World Compendium?
Yes. I think mine ships out next week. DC doesn't send me books, so I have to wait for books to ship out.
Who's a better doctor, Doctor Strange or Doctor Doom? You gonna pick Doctor Doom? Well, wait. Better is
Doom. Doctor Doom. I like my dude's evil. Oh my gosh, and some of the things he's done.
The best doctor, the smartest.
Best doctor is the guy that saved my dad's life. Doctor, what was his name? Dr. Stafford. That's my favorite doctor. Followed by Dr. Doom.
Good answer.
Who wants to destroy the world. And then Doctor Who. And then it was David Tennant. And then after that, probably Doctor Strange somewhere. Dr. Cecilia. I'm going to do my top 10 favorite
Graham
doctors.
had a question earlier. He was in the chat.
How's my buddy doing? Omar, do you think there'll be a Spider-Man by JMS Modern Epic Collection? Oh, I think so, yeah. What did the viewers of the week win, Melanie? What do you give your kids? You win props. Good props to you for being good.
Uncle Doom. Yeah, you win props. My students win the right to sit in the comfy chair, extra credit, prize from the prize box, candy, a postcard sent home, classroom recognition. You all get a thumbs up.
Yeah,
we just did a giveaway.
Pat yourself in the back, please.
Uncle Doom.
Dr.
What about
Vinny
Dr. Octopus?
Top 10? Maybe when he was married to Aunt May.
Dr.
And
Pate, Dr. McCoy.
Dude, I really like this. Does Dr. McCoy count? Like, can I use Hank McCoy? Or can I use Bones? I kind of like this. Can I sit in the comfy chair? Sure, you can. Favorite Remender indie books? I'm considering getting the upcoming Fear Agent Deluxe editions. Well, to answer your question, that's my favorite. That's his magnum opus to me. I love Fear Agent. Love it. Omar, did you announce the Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 4? Feel like I watched the video on it, but it's been a crazy last few weeks. No, I announced it. I think I actually may have. Usually after my announcement's been out for a month or so, I renamed the videos to the title of books.
What's your favorite indie comic? Oh no, I'm not good at favorite questions. Remember, what's your favorite indie comic?
Oh man,
I mean, I just
wait.
What saga pops in my head?
Right, and then what's indie anymore? Because I feel like if I say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but back in my day, that was indie. Nobody had heard of that stuff. Or Cerebus, when I was still reading Cerebus. Bone's up there. Strangers in Paradise. That's one that I really enjoy.
I'm not in the basement. I can't physically look.
God Country. It's probably another one of my favorites.
Oh, I go cry just thinking about that one.
Dr. Light created Mega Man. Yes, he did. Oh yeah, what about Bang the Ballad of the Tiger?
That's what about true, that one?
Josh. You did,
Actually, yours is upstairs. It's not in the basement. In my head, I'm going through the rows.
Omar, do you think DC is gonna make a Batman? Oh, you're leaving me in suspense.
Josh, I have yours displayed upstairs.
Anything not big too? No, but what about Vertigo? Right, like Vertigo was like their own little pocket universe. Like that counts, right? Vertigo. I would say Vertigo's indie.
Kingsport Cow, you read Ex Machina. I don't think I'd be interested in that one. Though.
It's still good.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is. Just like I'm sure Gotham Central's great. I just don't get into stories like that.
DC's marketing too much Batman. Now that is true, but they got to market what sells. Vertigo is absolutely not indie. What? What do you mean? It's not indie. What about books that don't get praises though. Like, I don't know, Fables I think would be considered indie, right? Because technically he could take that with him. Hell, look what he did, right? Willingham. If it wasn't independent, he wouldn't have made it. What's it called? Oh man, what's the term here? The legal term that he made it open. Not open
open
source.
To everybody. Like, what's it called?
Because if it was DC, even though they published it, he wouldn't legally be able to do that. Of course, we don't know the ramifications of what that means. So I think some books, I think when most people probably think of Vertigo, they probably think of Sandman, and Sandman is just too huge. But there were some really underrated series at Vertigo, like Deathmatch. Like, nobody talks about that.
Bar, thank you for the super sticker. And your public domain.
Open source.
Public domain, everyone. I was like, we're gonna know here in just a second when I put it over to the comments.
Softcover Omar. What are the chances Wonder Woman by Gail Simone goes out of print quickly? Again, I won't be able to get it until January at least, and I've been waiting for this one for years. I think it's gonna be around for a while. Yeah, it'll be around for a while. I don't think it's gonna go out of print like last time. Last time I don't think they printed enough. What's the problem? Better Run, Brubaker by Daredevil, or Brubaker, Daredevil, or Ennis's Punisher. Brubaker, Daredevil. Final answer.
Mr. Off saying, think confusing creator owned with indie?
Yeah, but I don't know. Growing up in the 80s, I think of indie as like two guys in their mom's basement making comics. But even Vertigo titles were like that too. They just happen to publish it. But it depends on the contracts. I don't think Mike Carey has any say. No, because Lucifer's still part of the Gaiman universe, right? Yeah, it is interesting. I would like to know what kind of contracts some of the Vertigo creators had.
So Ryan's saying this.
I've heard that
as well about Gail Simone working on
X-Men. She had a short story in one of those Deadpool books that you got, right? And I remember telling Melanie, I'm like, she's rumored to be one of the ongoing X-Men writers.
Oh, you did say that. Yep. Let me read it out loud now.
I'm happy. I've enjoyed everything that lady has written, but I haven't, read her cookbook or her journal, so I don't know
Tunnel of Love.
If I can judge there. Indie to me is supposed to beforehand. Is when it's supported beforehand. Not by a big company, when it's not supported by a big company. Okay, so yeah, and I guess it's your definition of a big company, right? Because Dark Horse also does a lot of independent publisher works, right? Like there's stuff that came out exclusively on Comixology that later on came out through published by Dark Horse, or like Bendis's Jinx World. Jinx World has been at Marvel, DC, Image, and now Dark Horse. So is that still considered indie because he was an independent creator that created that stuff? These are really good questions. Indie, that's Dr. Jones to you, lady. That's right. Favorite mech: Gundam, Voltron, Megazord, Escaflowne. Oh, out of those four?
Escaflowne. No,
Vehicle Force Voltron, baby. Escaflowne has some cool knights though. Like those mechs were awesome. But Vehicle Force Voltron or Gundam Stardust memories. I think Simone is on Free Comic Book Day, Avengers X-Men next year, at the very least. So here's hoping. Hey, Omar and Melanie, if you have Zdarsky's life story hardcover, is it worth the double dip with his Spidey Omnibus edition? You both rock. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the super.
I really enjoyed his Spectacular Spider-Man. That's a really good, fun series. The Spider Shadow, probably my least favorite out of his Spider-Man stories, but it's still a good read. I don't know. That's a hard one. Is it worth the double dip? Because you're double dipping 6 issues and a giant size issue. So about, let's say 8 issues you're double dipping. I've done worse. Would I do it? Yes. There's my answer. Some things I wouldn't do, but some things I wouldn't double dip on. But I would for that one because I really enjoyed his Spectacular Spider-Man. Thank you for the super sticker, Rob. If you have a question, let us know in the comments, please.
And
Messenger Z, baby. Yes. But which of the female bots, like the original Aphrodite, that can shoot missiles at her? Gazangas, I guess. Sorry, Omar, I made a mistake. But do you think DC is going to make a Dennis O'Neil Batman Omnibus or other editions? Do I think it'll be reprinted? Absolutely. It's a Batman book, and you're talking about Neil Adams and Dennis O'Neil, two big creative forces. So yeah, that will be reprinted. I don't know about the original colors though. I think they'll just reprint whatever the new colors that Neil Adams put in his print, the last printing that they did.
What's your opinion on Simone's Wonder Woman? Your video said that her omnibus is coming out this week.
It is. It's good. I really enjoyed it. I really think she had a great handle on her. I don't know why DC did not give it to her. Well, no, I actually know. Because when you have Jodi Picoult and Alan Heinberg, two big names in novelizations and from the world of television, you put them ahead of Gail Simone, I guess. But Gail Simone was the right person to take over that run. She cleaned up a lot of the mess that they left behind and made her story just epic. I loved it. I'll say that it had a stronger start than finish, but then it's really hard for a creator to stick to, you know, that level of quality that they start off with. I can only think of a few creators that started strong and ended strong. I mean, let's face it, even though Chris Claremont had Jim Lee on X-Men at the end, those 3 issues of X-Men were not the strongest issues he's written. Kind of would have loved to have seen him leave at 275. I know that's blasphemous to say, but I think 275 was a good. Well, no, then we wouldn't have gotten Endgame, and that's my favorite X Factor story. Forget everything I just said. What's your opinion on Frank Miller's RoboCop comics? I've only read the collections through Dark Horse, and they're fun. They're good. He did the script for 2 and 3, right? Who picks the vehicle Voltron over classic Voltron? A man that loves to see the world burn. Not to stress Omar and get banned. Library tour, manga, non-manga happening in 2023. Not to stress Omar and get banned. I love that you repeated that. Library. Yeah, we're actually filming it, knock on wood, on Monday. Not you, but somebody has stepped up. A wonderful viewer of ours, and I don't know if he wants me to name him yet. Maybe I will during the video, and he'll be okay with it. I like to ask people first. But he's going to film it and edit it. He works for a TV station about 2 hours from us, and he's driving up. It could end up like Misery. For me, not you. You'll be out of the house. Got to go. Congratulations on the win, Sward.
38 in 10 months, though. I mean, come on.
Give me a little credit
give
here.
Me a little credit here.
So well, he was the one that sent the super sticker. What was it? 38. You're gonna
wait. Go, no, stop. There we go.
Okay. Hey, Omar, I just wanted to tell you I bought my first Omni in February because of you, and I just received my 38th. You have created a monster. By the way, totally messed up that super chat. Okay, that's what you were saying.
And then
he said
that makes sense.
So you're at 38 in 10 months. That's really good. What's that average out to, Melanie? How many Omnis is he buying a month?
I don't know. You tell me.
How many Omnis is he buying a month? If he is buying, what, 3? 3 and an eighth? 4. Let's round it up to 4. Congratulations, regardless. I hope you're enjoying them. When are you bringing Torun back? That stream was super fun. Yeah, I have to start labeling those streams not safe for work because we never know where those conversations are going to go with Torun. She's always welcome back. Seriously, she wants to review movies. We talked for a couple of hours after the stream ended, just about everything going on, and she wanted to come back, and she's like, "Yeah, maybe I'll do the From Dusk Till Dawn review with you." And I'm like, "Okay, that sounds awesome." We'll see if Amanda wants to do that movie too.
Any updates on the Astro City Opus edition that was pushed back to February 24? Hopefully, no more delays. Is the final cover available yet?
Oh, I can ask about the final cover. All I can say about that is that they want the best quality product for people out there. So that's why it had to be delayed. And I respect that, right? I'd rather have a good quality product in the end than rush something out and try to meet that deadline. I know I wanted it out then. I wanted it at the end of this year. And it's going to be crazy to have volume 1 and 2 released in the same year. But
Bruce, thank you for the
super chat. For the super chat.
Of all the hairstyles that also writes comics, Gail Simone is my favorite.
Daniel Way was a hairstylist. Oh, no, he was a chef. He was a chef. I'm sorry about that to all the hairstylists and chefs out there. I made a mistake. Yeah, he was a chef. I didn't know Gail Simone was a hairstylist. All I knew about her was the Women in Refrigerators website that she started. And it's funny because her and Fabian Nicieza hated each other when she started that website for reasons, right? And Ron Mars. But they all became friends. Like, they became really good friends. That's wonderful. Omar, and thanks to you, Melanie, I started collecting back in 2021. And between then and now, I counted my Omnis. I have 101 Marvel and 17 DC Omnis. Oh, man. I hope you're reading them and enjoying them. That's what I want out of this. Daniel Way was a food stylist.
What's your favorite Batman run?
Legacy? Legacy's probably my favorite story. But honestly, if you're talking about run, I got to go with my childhood of like Alan Grant, Norm Brayfogle, Jim Aparo, Chuck Dixon. That era, Graham Nolan. That era of Detective and Batman. Jim Starlin. Yeah.
Mine's Zdarsky's.
Wow. Zdarsky.
Well,
Year 2 is ashamed of you. No, Blast, because that was also during that era. Except I didn't name Mike W. Barr.
Oh, yeah.
Nightfall. Okay, my era was before Nightfall. Right before Nightfall. But I mean, even Nightfall I enjoyed. Bought 2 Absolutes, Omnis, and 3 Image Deluxe editions. Curse you, Omar. Yes. They curse me. Not year 2, Kane. Yeah, no, year 2 is great. I like Legacy.
What's been one of your favorite channel moments of the year?
Chat, like on the live streams or on videos or just being on Near Mint Condition? Meeting David Gabriel was great. Like that was a long time coming.
Good answer. Good answer.
Seriously. I mean, it's a symbol of everything I've worked hard for, to be recognized by him and the people at Marvel, at the Marvel party. That was really cool. I don't think I can say in words how it made me feel. Yeah. So those moments are really special. And honestly, any convention I go to where people like Kane come up to me and are, like, just open up how much my channel means to them, or just say hi, or people taking pictures with me, that's also a wonderful moment. What Fall of X series are you most excited to read once collected? What have I announced? What have I announced? I don't know. I'm probably gonna wait till they're out in trades, but I've been enjoying Immortal X-Men. It's been good. Don't lie, Omar. You are David Gabriel. You just hired an actor so people wouldn't find out. Yeah, this guy's all I could afford.
Weekly request for a library edition of The Victories by Michael.
VENOM, amazing story, plus even better art. Really hope someone from Dark Horse is watching. What I enjoyed was the Blue Book, if you haven't read that. If you like real stories about alien abductions and UFO sightings, that series has been awesome. Do you know if Dead Boy Detectives TV series will be based on the stories from the Omni? Yes, that's what yeah.
Long time no see, USL.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
Yes, they're supposed to be based on Neil Gaiman's, like the first miniseries and then the ongoing comics.
We're getting a Chuck Dixon Robin compendium and Nightwing compendium. Which is your preferred series of the two? Nightwing.
Love Nightwing. But I'm also a big fan of Robin.
I want BPRD library edition.
I wonder if they'll do that, or if they'll do monster size BPRD. That would be insane. I'm broke. Please don't talk about Omnis. I'm sorry. And Black Friday. Oh, Black Friday. There's my dude. Viva Peru, carajo. Hope you had a great turkey. Dude, you know what's funny, Jack? A few years ago not a few years ago, over 2 decades ago, when I had to go and pick out a turkey for the family's Thanksgiving, I went to the Mexican market that we had here in Lexington, Kentucky. I learned that day that turkey in Mexican Spanish is different than turkey in Peruvian Spanish. I asked for pavo. They tried to sell me a bojolote, and I was so confused. I'm like, no, I don't need that bird. I need this bird. And this is before the age of cell phones, too, or,
What?
So, what?
What bird were they trying to sell?
Turkey. They just call it a different name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, gotcha. I didn't know that. Okay. Plans for you to visit the UK. You got a couch. You got a bed with a temper ceiling mattress. Are you offering? Because I'd come. Oh, that would be awesome to go there. It would be nice to go. Is a Monster Size Hellboy
going to get
reprinted? It's going to get restocked. I don't know when though, but it is going. I think it's still available like on Amazon someplace. Which comic book character would you like to see get a live action that hasn't had one? Rogue. No, she's had one. Dang it. I was going to say my favorite villain. Doom. Honestly, I'd be okay with it. And I know Doom's had, oh, dang, no, there was a Fox Doom. Okay, hold on. Booster Gold and Ted Kord Blue Beetle. Blue and gold, baby. That's what I'm wanting.
Oh, Ted Kord Blue Beetle.
Yeah, not Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle. Even though he was hinted at in the movie.
There's Graham. Okay, I was saying, saw you.
When are the new Epic announcements? I just texted David a little bit ago this picture that somebody made in the Epic chat. It says, okay, David, it's the She-Hulk covered issue number 1. Okay, David, listen up. Give Omar the list of new Epic collections, or I'll come to your house and rip up your All-Star Squadron.
You want to show me?
Yeah, that's just, somebody made that in the Epic, and I'm like, oh, I got to share that. So I sent him that picture. As soon as I get the list, yeah, I'll and it's, they have to give me their blessings and solidify the list, because sometimes I get a preliminary list of books and he's like, wait, don't do anything yet, and they change things around. But after they give me their blessings and everything, I do reach out to Curtis and say, hey, when do you want to get to do this?
John, thank you for the super chat. Best moments on the channel. Anytime I beg and whine for more Iron Man Omnis, pure magic every time.
But you got one. You got a volume 2 reprint and a volume 3 coming out. So it worked, John. I don't know how, but it worked.
Bar, thank you for the super chat.
Bar.
Hardcover Melanie, my sweet chocolate flavored jelly with crusty crumbs on top and bottom. What are you reading right now? Thanks for asking. Let's see. So I'll be reading all of my single issue comics, which I also need to do schoolwork. I really want to read this instead. And
the sticker's a cat, by the way.
Oh, thanks for letting us know. I read a short story called Future Library that was pretty interesting, from an anthology of like 2022 best American short stories. And Mark Waid's Daredevil. About 3/4 of the way through that Omni. And it was it wasn't bad. It was just kind of plateauing a bit. Oh, and then something messed up happened. I'm like, oh gosh. Well, now I'm pulled back in. I think, and then One Piece. Yeah, it's always One Piece. Is the background book I'm always reading.
The background book. This is a really good question. John Byrne and Chris Claremont fist fight each other. Who wins? I say Byrne. I feel like John Byrne has probably been in a few fist fights. I gotta go with Byrne. I'd jump in and knock out John Byrne if I had to for Chris Claremont. If he tagged me in, he didn't have to ask me. I'd come in there. Then I get my butt whooped by John Byrne, and me and Chris Claremont get our butt whooped by John Byrne. I call you to come and defend me. Melanie, can you come and beat up John Byrne for me, because you're a 4th degree black belt?
I want to defend you.
Fine, come and defend your husband, and more importantly, Chris Claremont. We're getting whooped by John Byrne right now, and he's angry because he's always angry. Would you come and defend me and Chris Claremont?
Yes.
And what if Chris Claremont's like,
okay. We're done with this made up scenario. CNS84 wants to say that you both easily confused a few decades ago with a few years ago.
Right? Dude, I still do that. Restock of Daredevil Volume 1. Unfortunately, any restocks they do, they only do restocks of the standard covers. So, yeah, those.
Thank you for the super chat, Greendale.
I know I've shared this before in the chat, but just in case you're a first-time viewer, they're doing fewer print runs purely based on pre-orders is what they're doing these days. So if the pre-order for the Neil Adams cover was a lot less than the standard edition cover, which tends to be the case a lot of the times, then they're doing, they're sticking to the pre-order numbers. And I don't know what algorithm they use, but they may add a few hundred more copies, maybe not even that much. So yeah, once the direct market covers are gone, they usually don't reprint them until there's an official reprint. But restocks usually have been the standard edition covers.
It is 1 o'clock.
Oh, it's 1 o'clock. We got
a few more questions.
Okay.
Rob, thank you for the super chat.
For 38 and 40, Batman Morrison 2 and 3, or Thor. Oh, well, you might as well finish out Batman Morrison's, but Thor by Jason Aaron just came back to print, Volume 1. So get it while the getting is good.
And
what's up, Camilo?
Thank you. I said thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Omar, Melanie. Do you think we'll get the original Marvel Star Wars Omnibus reprinted anytime soon, or will they wait for the 50th anniversary?
Ooh, I don't know. I never see those show up on the top of the list of our reprints, most wanted reprints every year. So I don't know about that one. Here, let's take a couple more questions and then call it a day, because we do got to hang out with your mom and then watch some Doctor Who. Deathmatch, John Byrne, John Buscema, Big John Buscema. Would you come in and protect John Byrne from getting beat up by Big John? Oh, Big John, man, absolutely. That guy was massive. Have a good weekend, you two. Thank you so much, guys. 1 o'clock on the dot. I'm gonna drop top cruising. Everyone smash that like button. Thank you. Doctor Who. Hey, Doctor Who. Hey, artist. Yeah, we're very excited for the return of that. Oh, dude, read comments. Thank you for the donation.
So donating
those gift cards. We got a winner. We'll email you today. Hi, Omar, Melanie. Have a great weekend and smash that like button. Fantastic stream. As always, have an amazing day. Thank you, everyone. Navidad, Elan. Muy bien. That's it. That's all I've got. Check out cheapgraphicnovels.com. They're our official sponsor here in America. Books up to 50% off, and they're having a Black Friday sale that extends, I think, this weekend. Tell them Near Make Condition sent you their way for free shipping on your next order. Goodbye, everyone. Take care.
Stay minty.
What am I doing tomorrow? Am I doing live?